Joining us now is the man who headed this investigation, the head of the Special Investigative Team, R.K. Raghavan. Mr. Raghavan, thank you so much for speaking to us. This is, of course, the first official confirmation that we now have on record from the court that the panel, the probe panel headed by you, found no prosecutable evidence against Narendra Modi. And the question that the people of this country would like to know is what you and your team based this conclusion on.
Thank you for inviting me to speak to you on this. The point is, the Magistrates Court has ordered that we hand over all documents to the complainant, and the complainant will have a look at it first and then take appropriate action. That stage will be reached in the next 30 days. The point is, I think it's inappropriate to comment on what exactly the rationale for coming to a certain conclusion until the complainant has seen our reports. It will be most inappropriate, possibly it will be tantamount to contempt of court, for me to say what all has gone into our report.
So that's fair enough that you say that you will not go into the details of your findings till your report is actually out in the public domain, and that will happen when this report of yours is handed over, a closure report as it were, to the Jaffrey family on the 10th of May. But what the court has gone on record with is this one major point, and that major point, as you know now, the court has gone on record to say that your panel found no evidence against the 58 people, including Narendra Modi. They also include other prominent people of Gujarat, like the former Speaker Ashok Bhatt, the former DGP PC Pandey, the former State Minister I.K. Jadeja. This is the court on record saying that your panel found no prosecutable evidence. Do you are aware that your finding will be subject to great scrutiny? People like Tista Setalvad have already expressed disappointment with it. So are you prepared with the controversy that will follow your conclusion, sir?
Absolutely. Absolutely. When we put down something in writing, we say it with the greatest sense of responsibility. You must remember that we were appointed by the highest court of the land. We are accountable to the highest court of the land. And when we put down something in writing, it is on the basis of evidence that we have collected and on the legal opinion we were able to obtain thereon. So we are prepared to face what follows.
Mr. Raghavan, what would you say to the disappointed family of Ehsan Jaffrey today? After all, it is well documented by journalists at that time that he made calls for help and that help never came as a mob burnt down the society that he lived in, killed him and many, many others in that terrible tragedy. What would you say to their family today?
As I've always maintained that our heart goes out to Mrs. Jaffrey and the whole family. I met them on several occasions, and I still remember on the very first instance she came to meet me along with her son. I expressed my sincerest condolences, and I made it very clear that we would do our best to obtain the best possible evidence to bring out the rest of the world all the facts relevant to that gory incident. So I would still say that my sincerest sympathies go to the family, and you must remember that we have placed all facts before the Supreme Court and the local Magistrates Court, and the Magistrates Court is giving an opportunity to the whole family to access our report and relevant documents. And then they still have an opportunity, more than an opportunity, to contest what we have done. In all our sincerity, in humility, we would like to say that at the end of this process, when the Magistrates Court ultimately comes to a conclusion, we will bow down to it. So we have no sense of elation or disappointment. We have done our duty to the best of our abilities. We could still be wrong. But it's ultimately for the Magistrates Court to come to a conclusion, and we will facilitate the perusal of our reports by the family. We'll give them all possible assistance. Not only the court, as soon as they get the reports, if they come to seek a clarification, we are prepared to sit down with them and explain. That's about all.
Do you have the NDTV Profit app? All the markets, all the news and your own homemade, ready-made portfolio available there for you.
We will right now answer what you should sell, what you should buy when markets are down.
Download at ndtvprofit.com/apps. Get the best app from the channel you trust.